Okay, I'm here with Alex Wardle. He's the lighting designer for the Uncle Vanya show, which is about to start this Saturday, and he's going to talk to us for a few minutes about lighting in general for the show, and also how it's used to play out some of the effects that happen during as well. So I'll let you kick off, Alex.
Thanks, sir. When you're lighting a show, it's important, firstly, that the audience can see the actors, and we want to be able to do this in a number of different ways so that we've got some flexibility in how the actors appear on stage. Mm-hmm. So one of the first things I did when I was looking at the design for this show was to split up the stage into a number of areas and put in 3 different types of light into each area. Mm-hmm. So we can have a look at those. There's a very shallow side light, which is fairly bland on its own, not very interesting at all. But it means that we can see the actors' faces, and very often that just glows. So we've just got a little bit of light onto their face. We've got a similar thing coming from behind them, which is a steep backlight in the same colour. Yeah. There's always a challenge when you've got audience on more than one side, because you've got to be the actors from be able to see sides rather than just from one direction. Okay. So if we were in a proscenium arch, if we were on the main house, for instance, we probably wouldn't have such a pale backlight. We're probably using much stronger colours in the backlight. And just keeping paler colours out front, because that's where that's where the audience are looking from. Yeah. And then we've also got a steep blue top light, which is useful to give a bit of variety with time of day, atmosphere. If things feel a bit chilly and so on. So we've got that's a sort of basic tool palette for how we get enough light onto the stage in a way that it's useful for the audience to see the actors. Then on top of that, we want to do is give a sense of location. So a lot of Uncle Vanya, although it's the same set, has a feeling of this could be perhaps on the veranda of the house, or outdoors, or inside the house, nighttime, daytime. So we've got quite a lot to tell as story with the lighting. Okay. And one of the things I used for this was a gobo cover. Gobo is a disc of metal with a pattern cut into it, with holes cut into it in a pattern. And we can see that when we put that in a lantern and focus it slightly softly, we get that pattern appearing on the stage floor. This generally works when it's fairly subtle, so we don't make it like a big sharp image. We soft focus it, we put some colour in it, and it's probably not on very bright, and it gets slightly washed out with other things, but it gives a bit of texture onto the floor.